What's up, crypto legends? In yesterday's video, we mentioned the possibility of holding the $61,000 range for a double bottom and start claiming $62,000, $63,000. This is exactly what has happened. We finally created that double bottom swing failure pattern, and now we're rising to this big major zone of resistance, which is the value area low from the consolidation that we had last week. Are we going to manage to go to higher levels? In today's episode, I'll explain the strongest level of support and resistance to see when we are going to find that sign of strength and go to higher levels, or sign of weakness and potentially get a much larger corrective move after yesterday's pump. We're also going to take a look here at some interesting bullish news for the mid-long term, so make sure to stay tuned till the very end. Now, analyzing the local situation here for Bitcoin, I'm going to go through this right away, but before, I want to let you understand that the best exchange out there is Bybit. Here you have an insane bonus with the first link down below in the description, and if you cannot trade on Bybit because of KYC, you have a great no KYC platform which is bluffing $80,000 worth of deposit bonus, and it's going to be no KYC for a long time, guys. Just with an email and a password, you can start trading there in a matter of minutes. Let's dive in, guys. Go through what has happened in between yesterday and today. There were several scenarios that we mentioned on yesterday's video update. If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out right away, because we mentioned two scenarios: either a double bottom right over here and start getting a massive recovery, or break above the previous day value area low and get that sign of strength, back test it as support and get the bounce. This is exactly what happened, and we got a significant rise. Some scenarios that we mentioned on yesterday's stream was possibly creating 5 waves to the upside. Right over here, looking at Elliott wave theory. With Elliott wave theory, you have 5 impulsive moves. This is exactly what has happened. We've had 5 waves here to the upside from yesterday. Now the question is, are we going to form an ABC corrective move? This is what we're going to talk about, the most important levels that need to maintain as support in the coming hours if we are going to get a corrective structure. Because yes, we could be looking for an ABC right over here. On some exchanges, we actually claimed the highs from very early this morning or yesterday night. Some exchanges such as Bitstamp and also Kraken have actually swept up this high from yesterday, possibly creating an ABC flat. So this is the scenario that I am looking at right now. What we need to do here is maintain the $62,500, $62,300 range. This is the previous day value area high zone. Now, if we are looking this as a one wave to the upside and we're looking for a second wave, it is true that the 382 Fibonacci is a very shallow pullback for a second wave. It is usually in between 50% and 7.8. So it's going to be disturbing. It will be a little bit difficult. However, I do think that we could be maintaining this level as support. But trading is not based on, I think, whatever, I hope. It's based on the reaction at certain zones. And if we do take a look at this zone, what I want to see here is the price testing, okay, the lows, the higher lows that have been created the last few hours, possibly getting a move down. It might look aggressive, start flirting around with the previous day value area high. If this zone right over here starts getting choppy, then this is going to be looking extremely good. It means that it will be a failed breakout from previous day value area high. We could be looking at this as an ABC wave right there, and then we're looking for another impulsive move between today and tomorrow to claim the highs of today and potentially go to much higher levels. Main reason why, if we do manage to break the value area low, which we are kind of flirting around with here during the last few hours, from this range, it is not too successful of a breakout. We have been very impulsive yesterday, so it does make sense that we're going to get a corrective structure potentially in the coming hours. We're kind of trying to break above the previous day value area low. It's not looking too good. It's not a zone that I would jump into a long position based on the impulsive move of almost $3,000 that was done by yesterday. So what I'm looking at here is, like I said, let's check the reaction at the previous day value area high. We need to get choppy. We need to form some double bottoms right there. This could definitely be a corrective structure. I would be looking for some new long positions here to get into a long and basically speculate on a potential third wave, looking for that explosive breakout to then finally come and claim the $64,000 range here, lower high, and even above 65.5K potentially in the next coming days. We'll be analyzing very carefully the scenario here on this corrective structure because yes, it is possible that if you do break very successfully with high amount of volume, the previous day value area high, and recognizing that a second wave can even retrace all the way down to the 7/8 Fibonacci, it's all the way down at $61,100. So if we do break beneath the previous day value area high with high volume, we just need to recognize that maybe we're going to come all the way down to the previous day value area low zone. We got that previous day point of control area in between 61878. We do have a daily level also at that level, freshly printed daily level with yesterday's close sitting at 61,100, which is exactly at the 7/8 Fibonacci. Only if we break down very aggressively previous day value area high, I think we could get continuation to the downside here and form a much larger ABC right there, going well above the 1.618 extension, possibly a 2-to-1 extension here when we analyze here this possibility, right? Coming all the way down here to 61,500 range. It is definitely possible. So we want to be very, very careful in jumping into some long positions. What I want to see as well, if you want a confirmation, if you drop beneath the previous day value area high, and you get choppiness, if you reclaim that level after a consolidation, this would be a sign of strength that this ABC is finished and we are looking for that recovery. If you want that confirmation long position, just like yesterday, where you're breaking above the previous day value area low, you're back testing it as support, bang, really nice pump here. So if you do drop beneath previous day value area high and then you reclaim it, okay, it will be a good sign that the wave 2 has possibly finished, the ABC correction has finished, and we're looking for higher levels. Other scenario, what happens if we do not drop? We suddenly get a breakthrough here. I would be very, very cautious. There is a naked point of control here from Tuesday, the 7th of May. As you can see, high volume node right over there. It could turn out into a double top scenario. So if you do move up here and fail to do so, this could still be an ABC flat scenario. If we do get a strong rejection from the highs created late last night or early this morning, depending on where you are, it could definitely be an ABC right there. And I would be speculating in a short position if we do get a strong rejection from that local high. Not much more has to be said. If we do get that breakthrough here from the local highs of today, then no doubt we could be seeing strong continuation. But this breakout needs to be extremely powerful. And I would say that we're likely just going to continue to the upside. But I would be very, very cautious, understanding that we formed 5 waves here to the upside. We could be definitely in a corrective structure. So if we reclaim that high again, I would be very, very cautious in jumping into some long positions, understanding that this could turn out into a double top. However, if you are in long positions from yesterday, no doubt that this area is a take profit zone. You're hitting that value area low from this entire range. You are getting choppy. You could understand that this could get a pretty decent larger corrective move. So if you did get into a long position based on yesterday's video, double bottom or a reclaim of the previous day value area low and that naked point of control here from the 3rd of May, then obviously I would be taking some profits, no doubt. Let's dive in here right away into some news. Japanese company Metaplanet bought an additional 19.87 Bitcoin. The company now holds over 117 Bitcoin worth $7 million, over $7 million. So we are seeing, these companies worldwide, accumulating some Bitcoin. No doubt that this is very bullish for the mid-long term, and we would be expecting all-time high to be hit on Bitcoin after this corrective structure that we've had for the last few weeks. Looking at the US ETFs, we've actually had an outflow of $11 million. Very curious to see. So this is actually a little bit bearish in the short term. It's very strange because while we were pumping the last few months, the inflows were crazy. And while we're dropping right now, we are down over $10,000 from all-time high. And we are seeing some outflows. So Yeah, very, very strange to see here. This is when you want to start buying up and DCAing, right? When you are dipping. Now, what do we have here? Very interesting to see. This is like really macro bullish. Trump endorsing crypto. European regulator considering to approve Bitcoin as asset that can be included in UCITS. BlackRock is shilling their Bitcoin ETF. Morgan Stanley is about to get Bitcoin exposure for its funds. Europe's second largest bank, BNP Paribas, bought a Bitcoin ETF. Argentina is about to mine BTC. South Korea and Australia are about to approve BTC ETF. Money supply ready to go crazy as well. We can see a possible shift here. Maybe the money printer is going to go on in the next coming months, and we're going to see fresh liquidity here to pump the general markets and Bitcoin and crypto. Guys, thank you very much for joining. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, the education, the technical analysis. I'll be doing a live stream later on. Thank you very much for joining. Check out the Bybit tutorial to learn how to trade on that platform like a pro. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.